basically I am taking the rest of my evening medication. My only problem is that I've spent the past like 10 minutes trying to find, there's a drug I take that is kind of a maintenance drug for me for my colitis. So if I relapse, it's not strong enough to put me in remission, but it's strong enough to keep me in remission. Like once I'm actually in remission, which takes a long time to get into. Anyway, so I can't find that one. This medications, it's called a 5-ASA colon immunosuppressant, and I see the word for the ASA in my head, but it's like amino salad something. I can't say it, but it's like one of my more important medications, and I can't find it anywhere. But I am going to do my little respiratory medications. I'm tearing my ring apart trying to find it. So I take this guy. So I take the other one twice. I take this one once. And then I do one puff in each nostril. And those are 3 of my 4 respiratory medications that I take. Okay, so I found my medication. It was pushed like way under my bed, like way under my bed. So I took those and I refilled 3 of my prescriptions, one of them being the 5-ASA drug, the other being a nerve like pain management medication, and the third was just a like chronic pain medication I take daily, and I'm gonna pick those up tomorrow. As a side note, we ended up, and I'll explain this maybe in a later video or something, but we had to once our insurance reset, because my dad switched the policy, even though we're under the same insurance, until we reached a $2,700 deductible, we had to pay for everything out of pocket. So we ended up having to pay for the nerve pain drug. I think it was only twice we paid for it. It was $556 each time, and then the 5-ASA was $900. So living off of medications can be quite expensive, especially when insurance doesn't cover it. So it is 4:30, I haven't fallen asleep yet, and I started feeling like the wave of exhaustion from my pain meds, and simultaneously I got so hungry. It's like 1:15, I'm trying to get up because I have to go to work. I'm bad today again. Crashing is really bad. Okay, this is super bright. Anyway, so I am just leaving work. It's like 6:30, a little after 6:30, and Sundays were closed early because it's just like, I don't know, because it's Sunday. A lot of stores close early on Sundays, but I'm gonna go home, and I have a panini my parents bought, and I'm gonna have that, and Adrian is coming to get me, and I'll probably see him in like a little less than an hour, and then I will stay with him tonight and tomorrow night. I have an infusion tomorrow, and then I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so yep, that's about it right now. I'll check back with you guys later. Okay, so basically, hold on. Basically, I made the decision a few nights ago that it would probably be easier, and I may or may not have recorded that it would probably be easier for me to make sure I'm taking all of my medication and to make sure that, like, I'm not being lazy and, like, just skipping out on things for stupid reasons. Because I kind of do that, and I need to stop because I feel my body, like, yeah, so I gotta see if I can find my little medicine weekly thing, and then I'm gonna see if all of my medication can fit in it, because I don't know if it can. But hopefully this would make things easier on me, that I don't have to take all my pills everywhere I go, and I will be more likely to actually take all of them. So let's see if this works. Alright, so we ran into a little bit of an issue. So I thought I had it, I thought I knew where it was, and it turns out that it's not even that I don't know where it is, it's that it can't be any other place other than where I thought it was, and then I looked in a couple other places that it could have been in, and it wasn't. So the other issue, and why this might have been actually kind of like a good thing, is that I don't think it could hold everything. It was kind of small. And I remember I first started using it when, or I started using it, and I only used it for like maybe 6 weeks when I first got sick. So when I was just kind of taking supplements, and I was taking the colon immunosuppressant that I've been taking for 3 years, that's when I started using it, and I stopped because when I started adding on so much medication, when we really tried to get it under control, it was too much medication that it wouldn't fit. So I'm thinking that since I'm still on a lot of medication, I probably couldn't fit it in the thing. So what I think I'm going to do tonight is, on my way, when me and Adrian are, because there's a CVS like 2 blocks from his house, so when we're on the way back to his house, what I'm going to do is just pick up one and make sure it's a bigger one. But I wanted to show you guys it. I'm going to actually check a few more places, although at this point I don't really think it matters. But I do want to show you guys a little something that will put into perspective how much medication I've been on and have gone through in the past, off and on for the past couple of years. So here we go. Okay, so I have these medications that are actually like refills that I did, I guess, before the new year started, just so I could get everything like free, since that's what our insurance was covering at the time. Then I have medications, and excuse my messy room, but my medication empty pill bottles are right over there. These are current medications I'm taking. Then this is the bag I used to use, but then going to and from work, it was just too much to carry. So these are all medications that I've been on, supplements that I probably should still be taking, little things that when I was taking the steroids, because I was running into a lot of infections and stuff like that, I have like little things for like ear infections, more natural stuff, but for ear infections, and I think nasal spray. I know I have eye drops. I know I have, what's that medication called? Abreva in there. And then there are these medications that I called in to be refilled yesterday. And then I have a few medications down there. So yeah, this puts into perspective, you know, how much I've gone through and how much has gone in my body. Not to mention that over here we have my nebulizer, and my TENS unit, and its little electrode things. Who the heck are these?
Get this and just put it in here.
You're funny. Can't find it. I don't know if it's big enough. Okay, so I had taken this earlier, but I didn't really take a good enough video, really, and there were a lot of people talking in the background. So basically, this finished product, everything did fit, and I actually do have 24 medications that I take. These are all prescriptions and some supplements, and then I have like probably 5 to 8 as needed medications. So yeah, this is everything. A lot of these do have repeat pills. Some of these don't, but a lot of them do. And just as a side note, I was just like thinking about this and then figured I would just pop in and say this, that I'm sorry if some of these like little ramblings kind of keep going. I have a lot of, obviously, like medical, not like experience, but medical complications and situations I've been in that it's very, and like, it's so complex, that's what I was trying to say. It's very complex so that it's easy for me to just ramble about it. So a lot of times I am kind of cutting myself off because I could talk for a long time about them. So yeah. And just as a side note, I was just like thinking about this and then figured I would just pop in and say this, that I'm sorry if some of these like little ramblings kind of keep going. I have a lot of, obviously, like medical, not like experience, but medical complications and situations I've been in that it's very, and like, it's so complex, that's what I was trying to say. It's very complex so that it's easy for me to just ramble about it. So a lot of times I am kind of cutting myself off because I could talk for a long time about them. So yeah. Okay, so I am signing off for tonight because although I'm going to be up for a little while longer, I'm hanging out with Adrian and his family. So I have an infusion in the morning at 12:30, and Adrian has an interview at 12. So hopefully a good day tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching.